Hello, this is Mike from Dimensional Walking. And let's talk today about permanent settlements on the moon and Mars. Um, let's talk about the moon first. Uh, the last permanent human on the moon was in 1972, and that was the last time, which was 46 years ago. And the Russians stopped doing exploration to try to put somebody on the moon, and 2 years later, in 1974. So the question is why? Why have we stopped? I don't think anybody's ever given a good answer for that. I've heard some, answers. We didn't have the money, we didn't have the willpower, we didn't have a lot of things. I think we actually had some of the technology to go there again because we went there once and several times actually, and all of a sudden we did stop. So what was the reason? We'll talk about that further as we go through this. So Elon Musk, of course, has actually stated that he would get to the moon again with humans on 2024. And then probably I believe that between 35 and 2040, there could be a possibility that the technology would be just perfect for him or somebody else to actually have permanent settlements on the moon. So anyways, it's been, again, let me remind you, it's been 46 years since we've actually been there with humans. So that's moon. So we don't know why exactly we've stopped pursuing that. So let's talk about Mars for a minute. In a book, 1952, Wernher von Braun, the famous German scientist, I call him, the real Mr. Rocket Man, wrote a book called Mars Project. And in the book, he famously wrote about a man his first name was Elon, that would be the ruler of Mars someday. Now, this was a science fiction book or novel, if you want to call it, that von Braun wrote in 1952. But the interesting thing about it is he put in there some really interesting and scientifically solid information about how we could get to the moon. How we could get to Mars. Actually, he did mention the moon in there too, but in this particular case, I'm talking about Mars. And I'm sure that Elon Musk loved this. I'm sure he's read it, and I'm sure that he loved that part of the book using that name Elon, that he was going to be the ruler of Mars. So anyways, so that said, let me say this. There's a big but there. And what I want to do is I want to shift to some of my own research that I did back in the 1990s. I lived for about, lived in Georgia for about 13 years. And during that time, I did extensive research and interviewed hundreds of people that were contactees and abductees. And one of the things that came out of many, many hours of research and conversation was that we would never be allowed from the aliens to have permanent settlements on neither the moon or Mars. And they never really quite gave a reason, but they were very emphatic. A couple of them actually just came out and said, it won't happen. It just won't happen at all, which was kind of shocking. A couple of them said that, we badly handled or stewarded Earth. We badly managed the environment on Earth, and that was one of the reasons they weren't going to allow us to be on Mars or the moon. And they've been on Mars and the moon for a very long time, is what the story goes from some of this conversation. My speculation is that there probably is some rare metals, and maybe alien groups are using both Mars and the moon as refueling stations for travel, interstellar travel. And that's just my speculation. But anyways, according to hundreds of interviews, many of those people did bring up the fact that, because I used to question them on Mars, things about Mars and things about the moon, and they all said that we would never have permanent settlements on there. And this was about 20 years after we had stopped. And these people were having abductions experiences all the way from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and into the 90s, 40-year span of people that I had talked to. So anyways, so back to Elon Musk. Elon Musk is not a president of the United States or a leader of any other country of the world. And he's definitely no President Eisenhower, and he's definitely no President Truman, who I believe those two men actually made deals with alien groups back during their presidencies. And they basically traded human genetic materials and traded accessibility to humans for technology. I think both those presidents did that. Exactly what was said and what was agreed upon, I don't think anybody knows, but I think it's pretty well known that something did go on and it was some kind of deals being made. I don't believe Elon Musk has that type of clout or ability to get a deal so that he could start, or any country could actually start, permanent settlements on either Mars or the moon. One of the possibilities, of course, would be maybe Elon Musk is an alien. Maybe Elon Musk is a hybrid. I actually believe that he wouldn't probably disagree with me saying that. He probably thinks it. He probably wonders it. He may say it in a private setting. Chances are, though, he won't go on Saturday Night Live and tell the world that he's a hybrid or an alien. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people that may believe him. I mean, if I was leaning towards a hybrid or alien, I'd say possibly a hybrid. I think hybridization has happened here probably during the time or real close to when he was a child. So I think there is a possibility. I don't know for sure. This is my opinion. And I guess we'll really see how that all goes down. Anyways, that's it. That's what I want to talk about. I personally do not think that we will be able to have permanent settlements on either the moon or Mars. I do believe they will allow us to go there and snoop around a little bit, but I don't think they're going to let us get to any place where we're going to see structures. Like I believe there are structures on Mars. I've seen some photos that are very convincing. I've also seen places on Mars close to the poles where there is vegetation growing, and I believe them to be real photos. I think there's also structures on the moon. I think some of those have been shown publicly. I think there's always a lot of guessing on photos, but I think there are really good photos of structures on the moon also. So anyways, that's really it. I would just want to say, come and see our website, Dimensional Walking. If you want to send some detailed emails to our website and our channel, you can send it to dimensionalwalking@gmail.com. If you like us, please like us. And if you'd like to subscribe, we're going to talk about a lot of really interesting things in the future. And we have talked about, we have about 20 video clips on YouTube, varying subjects, paranormal related subjects. So anyways, that's it. Thanks a lot. and bye.